Then the day came when I really fucked up. The old man made me promise not to go out at night, but all we did during the day was hunt. I wanted to look for a way home, you know? But I ended up leading those freaks right to our doorstep instead. And everything went straight to shit.
Alright my friends, welcome back to my walkthrough for The Struggle. This is an S rank walkthrough and this is the second chapter of this episode. And it might very well be the hardest chapter in this entire episode. We have to defeat a bunch of enemies, and after we defeat a certain amount of enemies we'll be able to move in between sections of the sewers. But at one point there's going to be a lot of enemies coming at us, so a suggestion that I have for you guys is to use your crowbar and knife early on so that you can save up ammunition, otherwise you might run out. A good place to use as a stronghold is this section. The enemies have to jump to this side in order to get you, and if you've upgraded Moira's crowbar to maximum power or level 3, then she will be able to dispose of the weakest enemies with a single strike. Sometimes it might take a couple of strikes, but she will dispose of them really fast. And that way you can save up a lot of ammunition. After you defeat the first wave of afflicted that come after you, there's going to be a couple of iron heads that attack you, but once again we can use our stronghold to our advantage, shoot them a couple of times and then just dodge them, and we'll be able to defeat them rather easily. This guy was standing there like a moron, so let's finish him off because he was the one preventing the iron heads from coming along. Here they come. They will only appear after you defeat that first wave. So now we're going to shoot the iron head a couple of times, and he's not in a very good position, but there we go. Don't worry about the old man getting injured because he regains his health since he's the supporting character in this chapter. Try only using his sniper rifle to use on the stronger enemies like the iron heads or the mini bosses of this chapter. Don't worry about using handgun bullets because the handgun, we're actually going to dispose of the handgun on the third chapter. The old man regains ammunition for his sniper rifle every time you complete a chapter and start a new one, but he has limited ammunition, and even when he's firing, even when you're not controlling him, he still loses bullets, which is actually really annoying. But like I said, don't worry too much about him. The most important thing is to make sure that Moira doesn't take too much damage, because if she does, even though there are plenty of green herbs for us to heal ourselves, sometimes there are just so many enemies on the screen that they'll all attack you at the same time and you'll be dead before you know it. Come on, stop acting like morons and just attack me so that I can dispose of you once and for all. Point your flashlight at the exploding dudes and they will automatically explode. As long as you stay in the corner, you'll be out of their reach, so you shouldn't have too many problems. Here come a few more. Once they do that last strike, just hit them with the crowbar once or twice and you'll dispose of them. That's why it's important to max out the crowbar power. Unfortunately, as you can see, they act like morons quite a lot, and the enemy sometimes just stays there shaking their stick. But really, sometimes they start attacking very fast and it's actually really hard to dodge. But as you can see, using this method you won't really have many problems and you'll be able to dispose of the enemies, at least in this first section, rather easily, and that will allow you to save up a bunch of ammunition for the second half of this chapter. 3 more enemies remaining. Here comes another iron head. Let's use the sniper rifle to take care of him. As soon as he jumps to this side, jump to the other side. Oh, nope, you won't get me. Won't be that easy. Come on, just die. There we go. Now I can finish him off with the hand and it really doesn't matter. The old guy's gonna get hit. As you know, the AI leaves a lot to be desired. That's why you need to keep eyes on Moira at all times, because if she's the one being controlled by the AI, you're gonna be dead before you know it.
Are we safe now? Follow me.
We must move while we have the chance.
All right.
Okay, time for the second section. This section is actually the easiest of this chapter. There's only a few enemies that we need to dispose of. We can use the flashlight to dispose of the exploding enemies. There's a couple of iron heads that we can use the old guy to kill, and then there's just a few afflicted, which it's really, you don't need to waste bullets on them. I'm just going to take care of this one since I'm already in control of the old guy, but after that one I'm going to use Moira's crowbar to dispose of the other ones, to save up a bit more ammunition. See, we hit the iron head right underneath its mask, and that's why it died so quickly. It's a pretty good strategy to use on the iron heads, otherwise it will take quite a long time to take them down. Even with the sniper rifle it can take up to 5 shots if you're not aiming at their weak point. Let's make this guy explode, there we go. And now let's take care of this afflicted. Nope. Stop wasting bullets on these guys. I wish the AI... I shouldn't have taught the AI the skill to fire even when they're not under control by me. At least it's useful for the main campaign since the characters don't lose bullets there, but with the old man he loses bullets even if he's not being controlled by us. So now we're going to pick up a new weapon. We're going to pick up the alternative shotgun, so we're going to dispose of the standard shotgun. A few afflicted get up as we head there, but we can take them down. They're really not that hard to deal with. Nope, you won't grab me. Another one down, and now we can get the shotgun, but be careful because, like as you saw, there's a snake here, and shoot it because snakes can attack you and deal damage. And now there are a few more afflicted that we need to dispose of, but let's just use the crowbar against them. One more, come on. Okay, now it's time for the final section of this chapter, which is by far the hardest. We have to deal with 3 Papa Shangos, and that can be troublesome for sure. So we're going to head down automatically. I'm going to gather a few supplies before I start killing them. Should have just enough time to do this, even though there should be already 2 of them in the corner here. Yep, here they are. Let's finish them off. Now quickly let's pick up the sniper rifle bullets that are here and shoot that iron head. You need to be careful here because that guy, a few of the enemies here will turn into those exploding enemies, so we need to be extra careful. Oh, that was a mistake on my part. I hit his mask instead of hitting his underneath his mask. Obviously that didn't do anything. Shut up. Let's try and see if I can line them up. If one of them walked behind the other, I would actually be able to deal double the amount of damage here and finish them off rather easily. Let's try. Okay. So the first wave is taken care of. Oh no, there's still this guy. Just explode, please. You're getting awfully close. Finally. I wish the AI was smarter. I really do. Shut up. Now this guy as well. Remember, when you see the enemies with the red blobs, just hit them on the red blob on their head and they will automatically die. And be careful with these things on the ground here. They can explode as you pass by them and deal heavy damage. So do be careful. Is that good? And uh-oh. Yep, I figured there was one behind me. 3 iron heads for us to dispose of. And there's the first Papa Shango, so we're actually pinned down here. Time to do a little bit of evading. And we're going to move behind that pillar over there. It's actually a great cover place for you. No more enemies will appear until you take care of that big dude, so you're good. Use the sniper rifle to try and take care of the iron heads. You can actually try and use the exploding fireballs that the fat guy fires to try and kill the iron heads. And that exploding barrel dealt heavy damage to him, so that's a good thing. I want to save at least one exploding barrel for a little bit later on when we have to battle 2 of those dudes at the same time. Come on, finish them off. Good. See, that's the advantage of using the sniper rifle. It can pierce through one enemy and hit the enemy that's behind it. So that's why the sniper rifle is incredibly useful. While no more enemies appear, let's gather a few supplies.
Yeah, well, he can fucking take it to go.
Still have 16 enemies remaining. They're gonna start appearing really soon. Here they come. Okay, let me use the crowbar here. No point in wasting ammunition. There we go. 2 down. 14 to go. Oh, that's quite a lot of them. Thank you for making my life easier though. Another iron head. Let's use an exploding bottle here. I've got plenty, and in the 3rd chapter we'll be able to gather even more exploding bottles. So quite frankly, at this point I don't need to be so worried about saving up my ammunition. I've got plenty of ammunition and it will last me for quite a while. Oh, it doesn't have needed to recover my bullets here. Come on. One down. Of course he gets hit, there we go. But there's still a few of them remaining, and this last part is without a doubt the hardest. Uh-oh. Nope. Not this time. And the first Papa Shango is already there, and there's in this section one of them appears next to that pillar and the other one appears over there. So I'm actually pinned down here, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of evading here. I do need to be careful here. And you can actually try and use the fireballs that they fire to try and dispose of a few weaker enemies. And I'm gonna try, I should try and use that barrel to damage both of them. Let me wait until they get a little bit closer, just a little bit more. There we go, that damaged them for sure, no doubt about it. If you can make sure that both the... Oh, damn it. Oh, that's annoying. I thought I was covered behind this pillar here. That fireball came out of nowhere and I didn't even see it coming. It happens. It's not a big deal, we got plenty of health items, but nonetheless. I don't want to take too much damage here. Let's use another exploding bottle. And if I can get them close to this barrel, I should be able to finish them off. Come on. He's still alive? Come on. Oh, both of them are still alive. Oh no, one of them is dead. Good. And let's try and take care of this other one now. Ugh, I thought one strike would finish this guy off. There we go. Oh, that fireball shouldn't have got me. I thought I was out of range. Well, it doesn't matter. We're very close to this chapter, so it's all good. We're going to take cover behind this pillar here, and I'm going to try and use my machine gun to finish him off. Or the sniper rifle might actually do the trick here, since he regains his ammunition at the start of each chapter. Of course, Moira gets hit as well, even though she was out of range. Let's kill that extra one. And now let's finish off this guy. As you can see, as long as you keep running back and forth and use this area for cover, it's not that hard. I mean, it's a tricky chapter, no doubt about it. You need to be very careful. But there we go, he's dead, so that takes care of all the enemies. So this concludes this chapter, my friends. Stick around because chapter number 3 will come out shortly. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Take care.
The old guy was pissed. Can't blame him, considering I almost cost us our hideout. He told me to face reality, to focus on surviving. And I should have listened. So I promised myself I would do better, work harder. As long as the island was stronger than I was, there would never be any escape. Around the 6-month mark after the tower collapsed, a new kind of monster entered the picture. Whatever it was, it started killing all the game on the island. You can imagine what that did to our how fucked are we rating. It was the old man's idea to ramp up our hunting. Better to stockpile than watch it all burn, you know?
Remember, back before sundown, island becomes more dangerous.
That doesn't leave us a lot of time.
When you have what you need, meet me by slope leading into forest. I will check situation from above. Be careful, Kroshka.
Yeah, you too.